Hey Bearcat fans, welcome to another edition of This Week in Bearcat Athletics. Well, it's a busy week in the athletic department. The Northwest Missouri State football team begins play in the Division II playoffs with a home game against Humboldt State in round 2 Saturday. And both Bearcat basketball teams pick up wins Tuesday at Bearcat Arena. More on that coming up on This Week in Bearcat Athletics. For the 12th straight season, the Bearcat football team will be competing in the Division II playoffs this weekend. After a bye week last week, the Cats will play Humboldt State at home Saturday. Humboldt beat Augustana in a home game for the Lumberjacks last Saturday to advance to this week's play. Humboldt's offense has been led by their running back, Jaquan Gardner, who leads the nation in rushing, the only back over 2,000 yards so far this season, coming into the week with 2,242 yards total. Northwest head coach Adam Dorrell says a big reason for Gardner's success has been because of his offensive line.
By far the most athletic offensive line we played this year, from right over to left. They have 5 really good offensive linemen. They believe in what they're doing and they know what they're doing. They run a lot of what I call outside zone and stretch, and they do a really good job of getting on angles and trying to cut you down from behind, and they do a great job of getting to level 2, and they play hard. That's the thing. That's the biggest compliment I can give to a coach. I was just really impressed with the way their kids have played all year. They play hard.
Saturday's game will be the first ever meeting between the Bearcats and Lumberjacks, and kickoff is set for 1 o'clock at Bearcat Stadium. Both Bearcat basketball teams picked up wins at home Tuesday. For the men, it evened their record at 2-2 and helped them bounce back from a last-second loss to top-ranked Augustana last week. The Cats beat Central Methodist 83-72 in Tuesday's home opener for the men, getting a career-high 6 3-pointers from Justin Pitts. Bearcat head coach Ben McCullum says right now he is trying to get his team to give maximum effort for 40 minutes a game.
Well, we've got a lot of talent. We can play at a high level. Right now we just need to play at that high level a little more consistently. I think you saw in the second half of Augustana, the whole game against Wayne State, the level that we can play at. We're still trying to find that how do we get them to that level consistently. And if we can do that, I think we could be a pretty special team.
The men's team will be back at home Friday afternoon to face Kansas Wesleyan in a 3 o'clock game at Bearcat Arena. It will be the last game before the Cats open MIAA play against Southwest Baptist next week. The Northwest women's basketball team picked up its first win of the season using a 16-2 second-half run to come from behind and beat Missouri Valley Tuesday. Tanya Meyer scored all of her game-high 18 points in the second half to lead the comeback. Jasmine Howe hit 5 3-pointers and finished with 17 points, and Macy Williams finished with 15 points. The women's team will face the University of St. Mary out of Kansas on Monday in its final tune-up before MIAA play begins next week. That's This Week in Bearcat Athletics. For producer Andrew Sherry, I'm Matt Gorder.